All right, everyone, let's quickly start with a writing class today. So, I've got one simple essay. We'll entirely dedicate our 1 hour towards writing this essay, understanding what mistakes this person has done, how to write a perfect essay, what are the correct ideas, wrong ideas, each and everything. Okay, let's have a look at this question. Pragdish has sent it. Living in a country where you have to speak a foreign language can cause serious problems or serious social problems as well as practical problems. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? Pay more attention. It's a very simple question. Living in a country where you have to speak a foreign language, this could be any language, it could be English also, it could be Japanese, whatever it is, we don't know. But let's say you're living in Canada. In Canada, they speak English. Let's say you are living in a country where you have to speak a foreign language. For you, it is a foreign language. Let's say you're staying in Sweden. Oh, it is so difficult to speak Swedish. Let's say staying in Australia, you have to speak English. So they're not saying you don't know how to speak, first of all. All they're saying is if there is a situation which demands you to speak a foreign language other than your language, it may create social problems, serious social problems, as well as practical problems. To what extent? See, they have given two things. One is social problem, other is practical problem. So it's very simple now. When you simply agree, second paragraph, you can talk about social problems. Third paragraph, you can talk about practical problems. Done and dusted, finish it off. Well, I have told many times, whenever it is to what extent, always go with partial agreement. But sometimes you have to use this. Partial agreement will also go with it, but partial agreement, it is, they have only already given serious problems it will cause. Now, when you partially agree, second paragraph you have to agree. Third paragraph you say disagree. Agree is easy. To disagree, no, no, no. It will not cause any serious problem. If you find that good idea, then go ahead. If you're doubtful, then never go with partial agreement. Always go with a complete agreement. In complete agreement with this, second paragraph talk about social problems. Third paragraph talk about practical problems. So today's session, what do? We will review Pragadish's essay, and then I'm gonna give you some highlights on what ideas has to be written, how to write everything, and then I want you guys, just four people are there, I want you guys to write, and I'm gonna give you proper one-to-one feedback here itself. Okay, all right, let's quickly start with it. So let's see what Pragadesh has written. I partially disagree or agree, both are same. He's going with partial disagreement or partial agreement. Now here he has to say it can cause problems. Here he say no, 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 it will never cause any problem. So let's see how he has done it. Person, see, person is a countable noun. You cannot write person. It's either a person or the person. Otherwise, persons. Don't make the silly errors. Be very careful. A person. Never start a sentence with like this direct person. Use a linking word. Firstly, on one hand. Partial agreement always goes with on one hand. Getting it here on the other hand. I've already given the templates. Templates are inside the essay folder. Then 7.templates. Check for partial agreement essay template. You can find. Use them because coherence cohesion is zero here. Now you're not starting the sentence rightly. Okay. A person may feel alone and feel neglected compared to the natives. When they, who is they? Here one person. Here they. Coherence cohesion. Again messing it up. When they live in a country where they have to speak a foreign language. So all he's saying is a person may feel alone and feel neglected. Okay, good idea. They will not be able, that's a social problems, right? Correct. He's starting well. This is because one cannot connect well with government officials as the natives do. Hey, why are you putting this government officials, man? The questions, okay, let's see. But the first line and second line is not syncing. First line talks about you feel neglected. Second line, you cannot connect well with a government official. There is no link to the first and second line. Second line should have been this is because during any special functions or occasions or any ceremonies, it's so difficult to converse properly with their accent, with their thing. As a result, you will be left out. People don't mingle with you much. As a result, you cannot share much. As a result, you will be alone. Serious social problem. For example, this is how you should develop the idea. Why government officials? Then first line also you write something related to government. Then the second line government officials is correct. First line you talk about apple juice. Second line you talk about mango juice. How things will work, man? Isn't it so? Pragdish, hope you are watching the recording. I'm not sure if you are not here. You're watching the recording, I believe. All right. So this is because one cannot connect well with the government officials. That's it. Addedly, the variation in beneficiary policies, what policy, what from the natives can make one feel neglected and disconnected. This is completely disconnected sentence, has no meaning. But in his brain, the story is running. But the problem is he is not able to put across the story in the words. He has an idea. He has complete thought here, but when he expressed on the paper, he is not able to express in a way that could have been conveyed better. This is a writing skill. He's good. He's good. Ideas are good, but his representation is so poor. He will improve soon, very shortly, but at the moment, representation is poor that whatever the things in his mind, he's not able to put across the words. For example, the recent change in health and employment policy of France made the immigrants disturbed as they would not be benefited and employed as the native speakers. Why it is not benefiting them? What is the policy? Why they are disturbed? It's talking about you have to speak a foreign language. How are you linking to that? This leads to severe mental trauma to how entire thing. The clarity is lacking. Hope you are getting it. So this is not the way you write. First line you talk about the main idea. They feel neglected. Social stigma. This is because they will not be able to mingle closely as many would do, because once you are not able to speak the language, it's difficult to be in their social community. For example, in Sweden, in Australia, mingling with people is so difficult. This is because when people mingle, they make sure they speak in a Aussie accent to express more blah 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 blah. As a result, an Indian or a Sri Lankan or a Pakistani or a Bangladeshi or any Asian who goes there will not be able to mingle with them, leading to serious social life problems, not getting emotionals. This is the way you build. You leave a trailer in the first line. Second line gonna be a little teaser. Then example gonna be the whole movie. That, and it should talk about one movie only. First line is a trailer. Second line is a teaser. Third line example is the complete movie, starting, ending with the conclusion, which is missing here. Listen to me carefully because I want you guys to write in a short while. Okay. All right. So social problem is easy to write. They will not talk much. As a result, you will not have much friends to talk. As a result, you will be depressed. Emotionally, you will not be connected much to the outer world, to the local people, and all those things. Political problems, or sorry, practical problems. Sorry, practical problems. Can anyone give me an example or hint me as to what practical problem are they talking about? Anybody? Anybody? Can you guys think of Vivek, Fatima, Akash, Jobil? What practical problems can you think of? What do you mean by cultural values, Fatima? How it is a problem? A practical problem, man, means day-to-day problem. Excellent, Jobil. To make a conversation in emergency condition, you so difficult. If you're stuck with some problem, let's say your passport is lost, difficult to convey. You want to buy some groceries and you want to bargain, not possible at all. You made a mistake and you want to apologize. You're not able to convey the message properly and get hit. So many practical day-to-day activity, whatever it could be, you can write. That is what the question is. Hope you are getting it, Fatima. Hope you are getting the real life scenario has to be written. Okay, so now here, since Pragadish said partial agreement, agree to ho gaya here, agree. Is done. Now he has to disagree. So let's see what he says. What can be the idea for disagree when you speak a foreign language can cause serious? He's saying no problems will not be there usually. Let's see. Persons does not is wrong. Person do not. Persons do not or a person does not. Subject verb agreement. He does. They do. Remember this. Yes will come for singular only. Persons is plural. A person does not face serious practical problem, um, such as communication in day-to-day problems. This is nothing. It's not conveying anything. On the other hand, it is not always that an immigrant will face the problems. This is because start like this. Once a person learns the foreign language, once a person, then they who is they? One becomes many. He or she can communicate well with others and feel at home similar to the natives. Okay. An example, for example, of Canada being nation of immigrants take necessary steps for ensuring environment pleasant, especially for people who speak foreign languages, by making arrangements such as necessary translators in government office. This is to overcome the practical issues faced with the immigrants and them feel home. To make them feel home. It also depends on the individual character in overcoming foreign conditions and government. This is utter idle idea. This is not even going. The idea is fine, but it is not very, convincing, because the question is like that. Here you told all the problems. Here directly you say no problem if you learn. It is difficult. Your statement should be more stronger. You should give us particular example where some scenarios, specific scenarios, where it is not a problem at all, which is not written. It is written on the layer, superficial, on the top, just on the layer. Here you have told big problems. And here you're telling, hey, no problem at all. It doesn't make sense. Here when you're saying problems will not be there, then go into specifics and say which country, why, where has it happened somewhere, what law, because of this earlier they were facing, now the more no problem. I think everyone should make the law something like this, should go into more specifications and make it a more strong point. Otherwise simply you cannot disagree. This is wrong. This is not convincing enough. If it is not clear, then what do we write? We wrote social problems here. Here we write practical problems. And here we say, I totally agree or I completely agree. Both the paragraph, you need to talk about agreement. Here, firstly. Here, secondly. What is the structure we follow here? Firstly, the same structure will be followed here. Main idea, this is because, for example, here main idea, this is due to the fact that, for example, this is due to the fact that, or this is because you can write in 1 or 2 lines. This is that example you can write in 2 or 3 lines. Same structure has to be followed. Here you talk about social problems. Here you talked about practical problems. If we disagree, that's what it is difficult, Fatima. Such questions you don't disagree. For this question, it is difficult to write. It doesn't mean that you cannot. You can, but why you want to risk? They only given it can cause problems. You just agree and say about problems. If you disagree, then you have to say it will not create any social problems. Second paragraph, third paragraph, it will not create any practical problems. If you have a hold on it, if you are an immigrant and if you think you have not faced, then you will have a better clarity. Then you write. If you're not an immigrant, if you're staying in a native country for the past 20, 30 years, then it's difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is difficult to convey effectively. It's better to write social problems and practical problems directly. So now, can we have your attention? I don't want the first paragraph. I want you guys to write the second paragraph for total agreement. Social problems को लिखना है. Social problems you need to write in second paragraph. Practical problems you need to write in third paragraph. May I expect you to write one by one? Take your time, probably 10 minutes for second paragraph, 10 minutes for third paragraph, or 15 minutes, 15 minutes, so that we can finish all the review, one-to-one proper feedback, what others have done, everything we can discuss. Can I expect all of you to write? Akash, Jobil, Vivek, Fatima? Great. Please do. I'll just wait for you here. Second problem, as soon as you finish second paragraph, kindly paste. If it is wrong, I'll tell you so you can recorrect. Today, in the next approximately 40 minutes, we will try to write a best essay. If there is a problem, I'll correct it. I will myself correct it, or I will make you correct it. We will fix it. Okay. Try doing it at the earliest. Thanks much. Jubil has sent the essay. I'm just opening in WhatsApp. And Kamran, you have to write for the total agreement for this question. So Fatima has written it. Firstly, living in a country where you have to communicate in a foreign language may cause numerous practical problems such as one may face legal matters. You can write it in this way, no? You could have altered it this way. Facing legal matters can be very disturbing if one has to speak in a foreign language in another country. It may be difficult to communicate with locals, especially when it comes to issues such as dealing a legal matter. Probably you could have written more what exactly you mean by this legal matter. This also can lead to misunderstanding, misinterpretation, and even serious consequence. Now I need this to be written in 3 or 4 lines, Fatima, not one line. My uncle brake is wrong. Brakes or broke. The traffic rule in China and got a ticket against it. It's a full stop. This happened only due to the reason he was unable to understand the signboards. The question is not about understanding the signboards. Question is about speaking a language. Example is wrong. Rewrite. Rewrite. Please rewrite. Jobil, actually I've written in, this is so difficult to read. I have to turn my face and do it. Possible to send again? This is not clear for me, or I'll download it. Let's see. Okay, I think I did it. It's okay. Yeah. So this is what Jobil has written. I'll read it, Akash, 1 minute. Firstly, social problems can arise when people are unable to communicate with their emotions. Unable to communicate their emotions with others due to language barriers. Good one. In such situations, people may feel isolated from the community. This can lead to the lack of social interaction. Moreover, it contributes to mental health issues such as depression. No, this is all making a statement. My name is Jobil. My father name is this. My mother name is this. No. Make a story. No, my name is Jobil, and once I was born, I went to the school, blah, 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 blah. Soon I had my brother. I want a story. You're writing in one line, one line. People are unable to communicate with their emotions due to the communicate their emotions with others due to the language barriers. In such situations, people may not fall into any communities. As a result, they may feel isolated. Thoda sa, little bit more directly. This all simple sentence. This can lead to this. Moreover, it can lead to this. See, we have written 4 simple sentences. Getting it right? So others can also have a look at it, see what the problem is. Can arise when people are unable to communicate with their emotions with others due to language barriers. First sentence is okay. Such in second sentence, simple sentence. People may feel isolated. Third sentence, due to the lack of social interaction. Fourth sentence, it contribute to mental. 3 simple sentences. Why? That's where it gets disconnected. For instance, immigrants who are unable to speak the language of their new country may struggle to make new friends, finding a new job, and feel why how they find how they struggle to make friends. Why do you think it's so difficult for them to find a new job? Why do you think it is difficult to feel a sense of belonging? They'll not be able to feel a sense of why. Explain then only it is clear. Otherwise, no marks for this. 6.5 so easy. If you want 6.5 for the education purpose, you're good. But for 7, I need more. Example should be more clearer. Can you try writing it again, please? Hmm? We will help Akash. Akash, right, continue. Please continue. Social problems may arise when people are not able to communicate. That's a question, Akash. क्वेश्चन में इसी लिखा है ऑलरेडी ना, सेम को कॉपी किया है नहीं. फर्स्टली सोशल प्रॉब्लम को लिखना है इधर. फीलिंग आइसोलेटेड or dejected may be a common scene in a foreign country. अभी तो क्लियर है. Getting it now? We wrote the exact idea. This is the main idea and a bit of topic. Here topic में already लिखा था, उसको अभी लिखा है. आपको हिंदी आती है ना? I mean, my Hindi is bad, but you're comfortable in Hindi, right, Akash? And Vivek, you're comfortable in Hindi? Jobil, Hindi? Only thing is I'm not comfortable in Hindi, so just making sure. Okay. So Akash, उसके बाद this is because we may exclude from their community. This may lead to feel alone in many conditions. This is because when we are not able to speak the native language the other country, it is difficult to build bonding with locals, thereby now try writing. For example, Akash, what you should be doing is simple thing. हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करना है, इट्स ओके, टोटली फाइन. हिंदी में पहला सोचो, सोच के इंग्लिश में कन्वर्ट करो. बट हिंदी में व्हेन यू सोच एग्जाम्पल को प्रॉपरली, पहला क्या होता है, अगर एक आदमी एक फॉरेन कंट्री में लैंड हो गया, उसके बाद क्या होता है, वो कोशिश कर रहा है बोलने के लिए, बट अच्छा एक्सेंट नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए वो आई मीन लाइक वो गोरे लोग क्या सोच रहा है, ये बंदा को हमारा लैंग्वेज नहीं आती है, एंड दे ट्राई टू पुश हिम आउट. उसके बाद उसको दोस्त नहीं बन सकता है. ऐसा यू क्रिएट अ पिक्चर, एंड वॉट एवर द पिक्चर यू हैव क्रिएटेड, और यू कैन राइट डाउन बुलेटिन पॉइंट्स इन हिंदी. That bulletin points देख के you can convert that into 3 sentences in English. Try it please, because guys this helps. You can first translate all of the things in your native language, so that you can think properly. You will get better ideas. Write them down. just a bulletin points के साथ, and then expand it in English and see the magic. But मुझे story चाहिए आकाश, try for example में ये story चाहिए with a particular example. For example, when you write an example, this should relate to this story. वो बंदा को बहुत शौक था to make friends, but nobody became friends. He was not able to talk to anybody as a result. Full problem. That thing has to come here in a 3 lengthy लंबा sentence में. Try कर दीजिए, जरूर हो जाएगा. Others can type please. So I'll just give you a very simple way to convert these sentences. Last year, my uncle went to China for a visit. He got a ticket against breaking the traffic rule, and due to the problem in speaking, he couldn't defend his case and has to pay extra amount. So let's see what our AI tells. I don't suggest you do this, but just showing you a better way to write. Well, a teacher should not do this, I know, but I'm just showing you a better way. Uh, you can write, beautify the sentence in Chat GPT. Let's see what it says. Just okay, I'll just copy paste this and write it. See this word, Fatima? See, I never asked Chat GPT to give me linking word, but it's automatically doing it. This is what it is. You have written it decent, but no, the linking words are missing. Last year, my uncle went to China. He got ticket breaking the traffic rule. Due to problem in speaking, he couldn't defend his case, and he had to pay extra amount. Where is the linking word? And avoid this uncle aunt if possible. Uh, for example, now I'm converting that uncle to generic. During the visit, many encounter an unfortunate incident may encounter. Now it's a correct. Many migrate to China for leisure and exploration. However, during the visit, many may encounter an unfortunate incident where people will be issued a traffic violation ticket, regrettably due to language. This is based on what you wrote. but it could have been written in a much better way. So I'm changing this uncle, him, lot of, this is not a formal English, informal it will be. So we try to avoid them and try to put in general. Those who finish second paragraph can move to third paragraph and write practical problems. And those who wrote practical problems, please write social problems. All right, Jubil has written the next one. Why comma, 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 full stop? In addition or along with that is not fitting in, you can say this is due to the fact that end up and all don't, right? Now write about a problem in the second line. Can you remove this one of my friends went to UK and change it to generic? For example, people traveling to UK. Can you try with that? I want you to write that way, Jobel. Okay, please try. Otherwise, yes, this is fine, but I've made few changes. I have tried my best to write Joel, something of this was expecting. I've just changed your thing. My friend traveled to UK to people traveling to UK. Otherwise, you're good. You're writing in a very simple English. Try to make it a bit little more formal if possible. I will come back, Akash. This line is not required, Fatima. Because you already told partial agreement at the beginning, I hope. Not required. On the other hand, you directly talk about a scenario and explain it may not lead to problem. This is your main idea now. This is not supporting idea. It's a main idea, but you converted it to a supporting idea. No, this is the main idea. This means in some scenarios where I could have written much better, but I'm just showing you that you could little expand it. Describe more. May not face. Now it is scenario. Sorry. So what we are trying to say in some scenarios, even if they don't have a hold on the language, they still can get away with it. It may not lead to problems because like people of their origin would already be saying that they can approach their community. Those people may help, and those people may help them understand the real things. So in that way, we have written. Otherwise, good. Yes, this way we can write. 100% yes. Okay, let's convert Akash recording. Sorry, Akash essay. You are putting your efforts, Akash. Really appreciate it. हर दिन 1 घंटे या आधा घंटे नॉवेल पढ़ना है या इंग्लिश पेपर पढ़ना है. Those things will actually help you improve your style of writing. For example, if we go for shopping at any local place, excellent, you have written it nicely. Now I'll try to convert this little. If we go for a shopping, for example, if we go, को मैं क्या करूँगा, going और directly मैं उसको निकल के shopping at any local place will become difficult if local people become aware of the challenges. This means locals may or might You don't suggest. The question is not, they're not asking, वो नहीं पूछ रहा है आप क्या सजेस्ट करोगे, वो क्वेश्चन में नहीं है, सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम को लिखना है. ड्यू टू दिस therefore now it is in a shape. What you wrote was also good, perfect, but मैं क्या किया, उसको डिवाइड करके इंग्लिश को थोड़ा ब्यूटीफाई किया बस. No, but try. You have the ability. Try. You can try. You can definitely try. Jubal. Anyone writing third? This one, third paragraph. So this is a platform where you actually get to see the real problems and convert them quickly. So make use of such opportunity. Many are not joining since it's Sunday as well. If someone is writing, I'll wait. Otherwise, you can just WhatsApp me. It's already 2 past 5. So I'll park it here, guys. Thanks much. This video will be uploaded. You can check this any point of time. And do send me the essay if you have not written it. I think Vivek has to send. Akash has to write the third one. Kamran, you can write. Fine, guys. With this, I'll park it here. Thanks much. Tuesday, we'll be back with listening mock. Till then, take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye. Thank you.